All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how Tesla is the #1 luxury car in the market. They sold the most in 2022, and they sold more than all these other brands that we're actually going to listen into. I'm going to list at that, where they sold more than all the other brands that we are going to list at. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. And there was another article that came out as well that it's also the least maintenance luxury car out there. So we're going to jump into it. So thanks for watching another stream, but let's roll that intro really quick. Thanks for watching another video. Thanks for watching another stream. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We make 2 to 3 videos a day now at this point, so definitely hit that subscribe if you are interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. So let's take a look at this. Yesterday we highlighted an article and how from Sawyer Merritt that Tesla sold and beat BMW last year and sold more cars than BMW in 2022. But the one thing I missed right here is that Tesla is the #1 luxury, quote unquote, luxury brand of 2022. They sold the most vehicles last year. They sold more than BMW at 332,000, more than Mercedes-Benz, 286,000, more than Lexus at 258,000, and sold more than Audi, Cadillac, Acura, and Volvo. But that's the question, right? Is Tesla actually a luxury brand? I think it's luxury pricing, and maybe certain features like the technology aspect are luxury of it, but I'm not sure if it's the quality, the fit and finish, the suspension, all that stuff. Is actually luxury. And, I am 100% a Tesla fan. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Tesla Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. I'm trying to get another one, but, it's a weird classification. I'm not sure if I'm 100% agreeant on it, but it's really cool to see that Tesla has really picked up the pace and has sold more vehicles than, I just never thought I would see the day that they would sell more vehicles than BMW, Mercedes, even almost as much as BMW, Mercedes combined, maybe shots fired, or maybe Mercedes-Benz and Lexus combined. But that's definitely a crazy feat that they were able to do that. And the other thing that I completely agree with this is there's another article I found, and it has to do with Tesla maintenance. And it says, quote, this is an article from drivetesla.ca. Tesla is the cheapest luxury car brand to maintain, according to this new study. And I agree with this. Like, having owned a few Teslas so far and driven them all the way up to 16,000 miles, I didn't flip them. There's not a lot of maintenance as to the counterparts. Like, I've owned BMWs and other vehicles before. You have to do oil changes, transmission fluid changes, brake changes, all this stuff that starts to add up. But Tesla, it did not feel like I had to do that. The only thing I really had to do was wiper blade change, tire rotations, and that's really it. I didn't have to go to a service center and pay $100 every 6 months or even a year to get the oil changes or anything like that. And so I agree with this 100%. But I guess the one thing I don't agree with is maybe this luxury labeling, but it's definitely Tesla by itself, or Tesla vehicles are 100%, or really any EV at this point, is a lot less to maintain compared to any vehicle that's a gas powered engine at this point. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff how, Tesla has come out strong and really taken over the market and beat all these other luxury competitors out there. This is a graph we looked at yesterday that showed all the different manufacturers out there last year and how they did with the sales. And it's really surprising. Tesla coming onto the heels of Subaru and Volkswagen. You can see Volkswagen here sold 555 cars. Subaru sold 553,000 cars, and Tesla kind of right under both of those at 524. So I'm not exactly sure or say that, Tesla's a luxury brand. More so there maybe the Model 3 and Model Y are mid-level, and then maybe the Model S and the X are luxury, but I don't even know. Like, it's hard for me to put that stamp of luxury on it. Now, I mean, there's vehicles that are, actually luxury that are electric vehicle and coming out. Like, I don't know if you've seen this BMW i7. It's a very, very crazy vehicle. It's electric, all electric sedan. I mean, look at this interior. Like, if this actually comes, I mean, it's already out. Like people have, purchased these and even resold them. And this, I mean, I want to sit and want to see. And if you've seen videos of the Mercedes EQS as well, I mean, that's actually luxury in my opinion, in terms of like luxury quality, feel, fit, and finish. But this seems like a lot of technology in this car too. So I mean, I've always kind of stand by Tesla and said, Tesla is a very technology forward thinking car. It's very intuitive and they're ahead of the game. But seeing this and seeing that it actually came out into people's driveways and people can actually buy it, maybe I want to dial back just a little bit on it, but I still think Tesla is a great car, especially with the autopilot system. It really exceeds. But I've also never driven or I've never ridden in any of the other manufacturers' autopilot systems like Cadillac, Super Cruise, BMWs, whatever, Mercedes. They also had an article that they have come out with level 3 in America as well. So definitely some interesting stuff coming out here. But the big news is Tesla has sold more vehicles than BMW. I never thought that was could actually be the case, but also at the same time vehicle prices are going up. So maybe even though Tesla is qualified as a luxury car because of maybe the price, or I don't even know what actually qualifies Tesla as a luxury car. It's probably because of the Model S and the X. Like other regular line vehicles like Toyota, Honda, they don't have like $100,000 to $120,000 vehicles, and so maybe that's what stands it out as a luxury car. But let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think on Tesla beating BMW, Mercedes, Benz, and Lexus, because all of these other manufacturers, they're all coming out with electric cars as well. Cadillac's coming out with the Lyriq, Audi has the Q4 e-tron, Lexus has the RZ coming out, Mercedes-Benz has the EQB already out, and BMW has the iX, which is kind of more expensive than the Model Y competitor, but they definitely have something coming out to compete with Tesla. And so that's the real question. Will they actually be able to compete with Tesla? So we're going to jump into some of the comments, some of the questions. Thanks for watching so far. Definitely hit that like if you're enjoying the video, and let me know what your thoughts on this. Like, do you agree that that Tesla's not an electric car, or are you also surprised like I am that Tesla has come out of the gate and sold a ton of vehicles last year? So let's jump into some comments. Oh, bitey me. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the video. Question: is the 2021 Standard Range Plus Model 3 with 13,000 miles worth $41,700? Been debating it today, but was waiting for you to go live to ask what if it was worth it. So I've made plenty of videos about, or I made a video pretty recently on like how to get the best deal on a used car, or how to figure out if it is the best deal. But I'll show you really quickly. What I do is I go to wholesale sites like Car Buyer USA. Hopefully this person selling or where you found this vehicle is not from a dealer, because I specifically do not try and buy from dealerships, because they basically have locked in numbers of what they paid for the vehicle and what they can sell for the vehicle, unless they're they're really just trying to clear inventory. What I do is I go to sites like Car Buyer USA, which is kind of like a CarMax or Carvana, but they offer the highest value in terms of wholesale value. I put in the exact vehicle that you're interested in. So 2021 Tesla Model 3, you said it's a rear-wheel drive, so I'm going to assume it's a standard range. Okay. So standard range here, 13,000 miles. I see what the wholesale value is, because if it's a private seller, they only have two options. They can either sell it to you as a person, or they can dump it to a wholesale like Car Buyer USA, CarMax, or something like that. So you really want to come in, between, or not a little bit higher than CarMax or Car Buyer USA. And so I imagine this is going to be like 35,000. Ooh, 32,663. So what I do now is, now that I know the wholesale value, I kind of think about it a little bit. If it's got full self-driving and enhanced autopilot, then I add maybe 1,000. If it's got full self-driving, maybe 3,000 to 5,000, and I add to that price on top of, you have to give that person a little bit higher offer than a wholesaler to make it worth their time. So I would add $2,000 to $3,000 on top of that. So for that vehicle that you put in the chat, I would probably want to be around, not saying they will accept it, but I would want to be around $35,000, maybe 36. But that's kind of my strategy on, I'm blocking a little. That's my strategy on how to buy a used vehicle. I mean, maybe it's not, traditional, but then what I do is I just start, making a lot of inquiries with a lot of private sellers out there till I get someone that, is interested. Terrence, Tesla is far ahead with the technology. Yeah, especially with the intuitiveness of the screen. All these other manufacturers have these like cool looking gadgets and stuff, but I bet it's still not as clean and easy to use as a Tesla UI screen and all that stuff. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit the like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.